Hello everyone. It is snowing out. And they have plowed this time, which is good, but the roads are still pretty slippery. It's actually, I guess it's below freezing this time, which is good because that means it's a powdery snow. But I think because the ground was warm, a lot of the snow has melted and frozen over, so there's ice underneath. But coming to you today, this broadcast brought to you by Sony, the Sony, what is it, AZ1, I think it is. I had a little mishap a couple days ago. I had a dive job, and dealing with all the other gear, I had the camera attached to my body, and it fell off. So it's gone, never to be seen. Not true. I might find it over this in the springtime when I get back out there. But I was kind of bummed because it had been with me for at least a couple years, and it was a really good one. And I don't like having to blow money, you know, for no good reason. But it was no fault of my own, which is good because I was beating myself up there for a little bit. And as it turns out, the mount, not the mount, but it goes in a waterproof case, and that waterproof case has a little nut on it, and that nut had rusted, and it allowed the I thought it was attached properly because it felt like it was, but as it turns out it wasn't, and it fell off because that nut rusted. Now if you're going to make a waterproof case, one would think that they'd make that waterproof case with stainless steel so it doesn't rust, because that waterproof case is probably going to go in the water, you know. So stupid mistake on their part, and I suffer for it. But so I went to Best Buy because I kind of can't do without the camera, you know. I mean, I need it for work, I use it for personal life. God knows I need to keep pumping out these really thrilling videos, but it's therapeutic. So I went out and I bought a new one, and that is this. That is the AZ1. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But it's the next generation of Sony cameras. At least the one after, the next generation after my camera, because I'm sure they're coming out with a new one. So Best Buy had this thing on like open box sale. They had no other Sonys in the store, and I was flipping out. And the guy said, "Oh wait, you know, we have this the Sony that, you know, Sony opened the box and returned it." So it was like, I got it for like $100. It's a $350 camera. And the other cool thing is that it has this little control here. Get one of those infinity loops going. So this you wear, you know, on your arm like a watch, or around your neck, who knows, whatever. You wear it somewhere on your body, and you can actually control the camera remotely. Woo, technology. It's kind of neat. I've used it. I thought it was, you know, it was a gimmicky thing. I'm not going to use that. And as it turns out, this camera can only be used, you can only change the settings through the use of this, or your you know, if you have a smartphone, you have to sync that. And I've done both. But so it's kind of weird that you can only change the settings with one of these damn devices. And I guess that's the way technology is going. Everybody and his brother. We're going up a big hill now, and I'm worried about the people coming down the hill. Like that guy. That guy was kind of going sideways there for a second. It's getting slippery. I'm going to get gas. You'll notice that the dogs are not with me right now, which is kind of, you know, Dad needs a break right for today. It's just, we've kind of been lounging around the house, not doing much of anything, and they have been kind of getting on my nerves. So, go out and get some gas. I have been feeling like absolute poo today. I don't know why. Probably, I do know why. It's lifestyle. It's I've been staying up later and later, but that's my own fault. But I have a question, and this'll be a good indicator as to whether or not these videos are being watched in their entirety. I was supposed to connect with someone this weekend. We were going to go hiking, at least I thought we were. No big deal, didn't work out. But I had some stuff that I needed to get to you, and because we didn't connect on the weekend, and I'm going to Maine tomorrow, and I don't know how long I'm going to be gone. I'd like to know how to get this stuff to you. You know who you are, so if you would be so kind as to text me what you would like me to do. You don't know what the stuff is, by the way, so it's not like, you know, I borrowed your jacket and I want to get it back to you. If you want me to just hold on to it, that's cool, I can do that. If you don't want it at all, I can do that. You want me to send it to you, which is something that's already boxed up and ready to go. I just assumed, because like I said, I'm taking off soon. It was supposed to be today, but all this snow is here again. Every time I want to leave, it snows. So yeah, let me know. Send me a text. Keep me posted. Now back to my my blah 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 about this. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can get a little view out the window. This is on it's kind of on a tripod right now, and I know it's crooked. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's not too bad, you know. So this is kind of a test video for this new camera because there are a lot of new features on this camera. It has a whole bunch of new stuff, like better sound. It has, like, you know, they're claiming it has wind reduction. It has the anti-shake, which the other one had, but it's also smaller. It's a fraction of the size of the other one, and the other one was actually quite small. So I'm kind of excited to see what type of video this puts out. I know it takes better pictures, and I do a lot of still pictures with this as well. It's an 11, almost a 12 megapixel camera. My other camera was only like a 5 or a 6, I think. So it's going to be double the resolution. And again, you kind of get to the point where it doesn't matter because the resolution is so, it's almost like real. You know, I mean, it's like watching an IMAX movie or something. These damn things are so, they have such high resolution. But, so that's what I'm trying out. I'm just gonna, you know, see how the sound is in the ar. I may do some outside stuff, because this is my first opportunity since getting it. It literally took me 2 hours to figure out how to operate this camera, because the directions, I assumed it was going to be exactly like my other camera. No, 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 no. Not so at all. It's completely different. It's all new and exciting. It has a Zeiss lens, which is really awesome because, and that's what I like about the Sony. They put a really high quality lens on their camera. Unlike GoPro, which gives you this little plastic POS. That person, that white car that we just passed, was going about 5 miles an hour. And it's people like that that drive me insane. You get caught behind somebody like that, and it's like, holy shit, it's gonna take me 2 hours to get down the road to my house, you know? Just because you can't pass them. Well, you could pass them, but, you know, on these twisty roads, this is not a twisty portion of the road, but behind me, where we just came from, is a very twisty portion. And there's no passing them. No headlights on this car coming up. That's always good. So I'm just going up the road to get some gas because I'm going to be leaving early tomorrow, assuming that this weather's supposed to stop tonight, I guess sometime. We're not going to get very much. I think it's almost over now. You know, we might get a little, maybe another inch. We've gotten about 4 to 6 already, I think. But not a major snowstorm at all. I am like wicked dehydrated today. It's I don't know why. Well, again, I do know why. That's because I'm drinking too many diuretics. You know, you drink tea or you drink alcohol or whatever, and you don't drink water, then you're gonna get dehydrated, which is the case with me. Car just pulled over for no good reason. Go figure. It looks like a good place. Let's pull over here. It's not like there are any cars in the road that might hit me. Just off to the right there, that road, well, you can't see it, but just off to the right there, there's like, it's this wicked bad hill. Unbelievable. It's like in the wintertime you can't get up it or down it. Well, you can, but you know, 90% of the people can't. This might be our third snowfall for the season, and we are in like the second week of February, almost Valentine's Day. Hey, hey! Happy Valentine's Day to all of you who actually give a shit about that. I know there are some people that just don't really care about it. Don't believe in that type of nonsense. I think you know who you are. Oh, this is good. See these vans? There's a... Oh, is it the van? No, it's not a van. It's another, like a RAV4. Again, perfectly good four-wheel drive vehicle. I thought it was the van that was causing the traffic jam here, but it's not. It's a four-wheel drive RAV4. How great is that? Oh my God. I would expect the van, which is rear-wheel drive. Actually, that guy's going to have some real trouble getting up that hill. There's a hairpin 180-degree turn at, you know, just another half mile up that road, and man, he's not going to be able to do shit. So that little Kia that was pulled over on the side of the road is now right like a foot off of my bumper, you know? And this is a person that had pulled over for whatever reason. That's the other thing that pisses me off, because I know, you know, I'm going to know how to stop. I'm going to know how to slow down. I also know these roads exceptionally well. I know where the curves are. This jackass behind me is going to run right into me. I guarantee it. And unfortunately, I don't have the camera, a camera, you know, a dash cam pointed backwards. I don't have a dash cam pointed forwards either, but... It's all slippery. So I think that's enough for now. I've kind of wasted enough of everyone's time. I'm gonna shut this off and maybe add more to it. But thanks for watching my boredom. Thanks for allowing me to give you boredom. And we will chat soon. What you doing? What you doing? Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. This is our backyard. Good boy. This is really beautiful. Well, you got a fair bit of snow. It's probably 6 to 8 inches here. It's starting to get dark. Now, this is the end of my my little review on the Sony. What is it? It's in my hand. It's the AZ1. The Sony AZ1. It's really nice. I like it. Let's see how the video goes. It has to be better. But the sound is going to be different a little bit because they claim to have new microphones. Look at this. This is a lot. I didn't know we had this much in this storm here. But the one thing that it doesn't have is an external microphone jack, so I can't use it on the motorcycle, which is a bummer because all we'll get is wind. I need to have a mic inside the helmet. So that's different. But other than that, I kind of like it. You know, I like the fact that it's smaller. And that the resolution is, good boy. The sheep used to do the same thing. They wouldn't blaze a trail. I would blaze a trail for them, and then they would just stick to that trail. Like they wouldn't go anywhere. They'd just stand around if I didn't make a trail for them. They didn't like walking through the snow of any depth. Come on, bud, let's go. Come on. And like right now, Kilo is right behind me. He won't. He doesn't. He's not a big fan of the snow. Not like Buster. Buster will do anything. So that's that. End of Sony AZ1 review. I'm gonna post this garbage, see how it goes.